What's up, everyone? Today I want to show you how to lay man-made stone from start to finish. Today we're doing some stone installation. Before there was brick here and we're doing a skirting. So as you see, we already removed the brick. So today I want to walk you through the process of how to do this if it's something that you're interested of learning how to do. Today we're doing a series of doing a skirting right along 4 feet from the foundation ledge. And we're gonna have a sill right underneath here. We're going with stone. This is the stone that we have here. It's a permican stone. It's a 3-dimension. Here we have small. This one is a medium. And we have the bigger one to this, which is a jumbo. Mr. Sanjay is coming with the jumbo piece right here. That's the jumbo size. So we're gonna come around this section here, wrap it around. We're gonna come right underneath here. As you see, we have our brick. We already removed the brick before there was brick down here. We're coming right along here. Work our way, come right around there, finish into there. And we're also working, coming right around this section here as well. We're gonna put a window sill underneath the bottom. We're gonna come up here and we're also gonna have a sill right here. And we're gonna go right back down there and finish it off. Okay, so with no further ado, let's dive right into the video. Before we jump into the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more upcoming video like this one. Let's get started. All right. So now we're gonna start. We're gonna get our level. Make sure that it's level. We're gonna measure down from where the level is and mark 7 inches down here, which we know that it's gonna be a medium. Come right here, 1/2 inch joint. And now we can measure just to see what size stone we need to go here. This look like we can get away with putting a small one right there. Okay, so we're gonna put a small. We're gonna have to probably cut this small piece that's gonna go here. First we need to cut off, make a 4 inches. We're gonna cut this one right here, 4 inches. So we're gonna measure 4 inches and make our mark, plus our 1/2 inch joint. And then we're gonna measure back here, which is 7 1/4. So we need 4 inches, and over here we need 7 1/4. We also need to measure down to see the number here. It says 2, 2.5. So we're gonna cut this around 2 inches. Okay, so now that we have our stone cut, start to put some mortar in here. When we reach up to here, we're gonna put our weeping plastic. Usually we put our weeping plastic 6 inches from the top down. We're aiming to try and reach right up to the line here. So that way, once we have a medium, the medium should bring us right up to the top of where we need to be. We're also trying to get a 1/4 inch hang over here. So that way later on, if they want to do any form of porridging or whenever the water runs on the wall, you can just run right off. Now we're gonna go ahead and check for level. Make sure that she's nice and level. Once you get the top of the garage in, Tuesday. That's what I noticed. I was saying it's the same exactly stone. I don't know why you just. Okay, guys. So as you see here, I laid 3 stone, go right down here, and then I put another one right in front to break it. And this is basically how we're gonna continue on. In my previous video, you know, your bed joint, you don't want to go no longer than 4 feet. And for your head joint, you don't want to go no higher than the biggest size stone. As I go in the video, I explain to you guys more. By the end of the video, I promise you that you will know how to do this yourself if this is something you're interested of learning how to do. So sit back, relax, have a beer or a soda if you don't drink. Watch your boy Ryan in action. So we go around 3 feet now, we're gonna break that. And another important thing, you wanna make sure that we have a small, we have a medium. You wanna make sure you bring down the medium to the level of the bottom. Very important, that way all the stone gonna fall back in line afterwards. This one just trying to make sure that we bring him right down. This bad boy right in here. For your head joint, you want to have 3.5 inch to 3/8 joint here. You don't want to go too tight. The mortar is what you use to hold the stone in place. So we want to make sure we have fair enough joint. Go through. Yeah. Just gonna level these bad boy, make sure they're nice and level. Also want to go through and check to make sure that everything looks nice and straight. Kind of highball everything, you know. The first course is probably the most important course. You want to take your time, make sure you get everything nice. Another thing you want to check for, you want to put your finger at the back like this. You're going to use this as a gauge or as a guide, just to make sure that you maintain the same plumb as you go up. Just like you see I'm doing right here. Keep on watching, you see as I go. Now we finish the band, go right through. We're gonna start back at the front. Give you a walkthrough of how it looks now. This is the band. Afterwards, we're gonna make some hole around 30 inches apart as a weeping hole. That way the water will escape and run right through. If there's any water, we're to go in there later on. Okay, so we want to measure here. We have 4 1/4. We want to have the same 4 1/4 out here. That way we know that our wall is square. Once you reach over here in the middle, we're going to have the same measurement, and also at the other end over there. I'm going to run a string line just to make sure that everything is nice and square. Now we're going to put some brick ties here just to hold the bottom in place. Four-inch piece of big. Now we're gonna put a medium right on top. Step away 3/8, so 11 1/4. So ideally you wanna have a line, some form of line running right here in the corner. Personally, I don't need a line for such a small wall. But if you're a rookie, I strongly advise you to get a line for the corner there. Level that way. We also want to level across like so. Same result as in plumbing it. So here we're just gonna cut a small piece to go right here, so that we have some form of pattern in the front. Get a nice little design. All right, so we finish off the front section. Now we're just gonna, remember you always want to put your hand behind as a gauge or as a guide just to check. So we're gonna put this guy right here so that way we can break this band. We're gonna bring it right down to the bottom of this medium that's already laid here. Do a little bit of more there. Make sure that she's nice and level. Now we're gonna take some measurement for the medium that's gonna go right here. We have a medium here, we have a small. Once you have a medium and a small beside each other, in most cases you're gonna need a medium. If it's a small, if this was a medium, you would put a small on top right here. So right here now we're gonna put a medium to add up to be the same size as the big one. Once you put a medium here, it's gonna ask for a small, and that way we have to break it once you put the small right over here. You see as I go, keep on watching. 5.5. Now we cut this one. I have a 3/8 joint. I'm trying to bring it down to the bottom of this one that's already laid, which is this big one. See, I mark this one, I put it right to the edge of that one that's already laid. So you see this one here, I went to cut it because I don't want to go so close to the edge of this one. I want to always stay away at least 4 inches, so I cut this one off. That way right now I'm about 4 inches away from the edge of that one that's already there. Kind of foreign, brother. I can't tell you no where you go, nobody or teach nobody, brother. You have that ability for yourself where if a man do sit in front of you, I hide in you style, I'm in the yard and I walk with all bow. Now I hide bow, I don't send me go shop when I do certain things because they know what type of person me be, brother. I shop they send me go. Yeah man, but they can't stop me. Where a man fi have in a dog, you have to have that in a man. Creator done cut that out for you. Everything is nice in line the way I want it. Just want to check again, make sure that she's right where we have it in terms of space. Now we're gonna continue on down here. This is gonna be our level of where we're gonna be now. Yo! Clap. We're getting there, guys. If you're getting value from this video so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more upcoming video like this one. We still have a long way to go.
Haber herkes çalışıyor herhalde.
All right, so we finished to install our stone. We compact our drying and we have it here sit for a few hours. And now we're going to, now I'm just using my wire brush to rake the joint. That way we can have it nice and clean. Give it a nice rake finish. Some people use just the jointer. I rather to use the wire brush because sometimes the mortar can get away under the stone. Using the wire brush, you can use a wire brush to brush it off. That way you have a more nice clean finish. So I like to use my wire brush for this. Right here we're going to leave a weeping hole, just in case there's any water or to get in there later. It will escape and come right through this hole here. Now that we finish here, we're going to go over to the side wall, just around there. Before I do that, I want to use my wire brush and just kind of push down some of the stone. Like sometimes you lay the stone wall, and if you don't do a nice looking joint, it's gonna look like you didn't do a good job. So take your few extra minutes, go over it and make sure that you do a good job with the joint. Alrighty, so now we're gonna do the joint on the side wall here. This wire brush that I'm using, you can get it at your local hardware. And the broom that I'm using, you can get it at the Dollarama or any one of those stores, but normally I just go to the Dollarama and pick up one of those Dollarama broom. After we finish this, we're gonna go back to when we're gonna leave some weeping hole as well. We're gonna leave our weeping hole 30 inches right along this wall, 30 inches apart from each other. It's very important to let the wall dry properly before you go ahead and use this wire brush here. Because if it don't dry properly, it's gonna leave a haze effect on your stone. You don't want that. You don't want to have a messy looking stone job. You want it to look nice and clean and have a really nice clean finish. The trick is to wait on it till it's dry properly, so that way the mortar won't go over your stone when you rake it. And rake, use your wire brush just into the joint. Try not to go over the stone, because you don't want to take the mortar from the joint and go over your stone with it and make a mess. And as you see, I'm just running my broom just in the joint. Try not to go over my stone with the broom, because I don't want to have to pass the mortar from the joint onto my stone. So I try to just use try to just put it right into the joint. All the joints done, we're gonna go ahead and make some weeping hole. We're gonna start with one right here. You wanna go all the way to the back of the wall. You wanna get your slicker all the way to the back. You wanna clear any mortar that's in there, just in case any water were to run there, it will escape and it will come through this hole that you're making here. It's very important. So don't skip this process. Take your time, no rush. Okay, so we clean this one out. We're gonna move on down. We're gonna put another one down here. Ideally, you want to have a weeping hole every 30 inches or so. Okay, that's good. Okay guys, well there you have it. If you get value from this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't already subscribed for more upcoming videos like this one. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.